In a massive escalation between India and Canada. Now, India has decided to expel 6 Canadian diplomats. The government has decided to also withdraw its High Commissioner in Canada after Ottawa linked him and some other Indian diplomats to the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Let me very quickly go across to my colleague Vishnu Shom, who is tracking the latest development. Vishnu, now this is going downhill really quickly.
Well, I think there's nothing really left of this relationship at this juncture. After India decided to withdraw our High Commissioner to Canada, along with 5 other diplomats who were accused by Ottawa of being persons of interest in terms of an investigation that they were doing in the Nijjar case, New Delhi has now gone ahead and expelled 6 Canadian diplomats, including the acting High Commissioner Stuart Ross Wheeler, Patrick Herbert, the Deputy High Commissioner, Mary Catherine Jolie, the First Secretary, Ian Ross David Treats, the First Secretary, Treatise, Mr. Adam James Chwipka, the First Secretary, and Paula Orjuela, the First Secretary. So essentially all of the senior diplomats in the Canadian High Commission have been asked to leave. Now, where the relationship goes from here onwards, we don't know. Canada belatedly says that they have submitted evidence to the government of India, linking India with a plot in which the Khalistani terrorist Nijjar was killed. India, of course, has denied any Indian involvement and has stated earlier on today that it was absolutely ludicrous for Canada to suggest that India's High Commissioner, who is the senior most serving Indian diplomat presently in service, is in some way, shape or form involved, as Canada has alleged, with this particular plot. So the choice of words by New Delhi today in an initial press conference, Ankit, I can tell you, is the strongest I've ever seen. I mean, language which has been used for Pakistan in the past in the context of terrorism. You know, we've seen a tone and we've seen language which is as direct as that, if not even more direct. There has also been a direct statement by India where we've said that this is directly linked to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's politics, his policies, his association with terrorist elements, the fact that you've got Khalistani sympathizers in his cabinet, and the fact that for vote bank politics, Canada is allowing all of this to take place.
Thank you, Vishnu, for joining us with this latest, in fact, escalation between India and Canada diplomatically. Let me also bring in at this moment Vikram Chaudhary, senior journalist, who's joining us at this moment from Canada. Vikram, thank you for speaking to us. I want to start by asking you, just give our viewers a sense of the reactions which are coming in, in the Canadian press and politics at large with what is happening between India and Canada. The kind of language that today MEA used against Canada, many are in fact equating it to the language India usually uses for Pakistan.
Absolutely. I think this new escalation has come at a time when many thought that perhaps things are getting better between India and Canada. Justin Trudeau has his own problems, which he has been dealing for quite some time. His domestic political problems. Many thought that perhaps now he wouldn't like to get into any mess with India, but this has come as a surprise to many. Today is a Thanksgiving holiday in Canada, and many Canadians woke up to this news, especially Indian diaspora. They woke up to this news and they were very surprised. Let's remember there are 3 aspects to it. One, the investigation aspect, which is being conducted by RCMP, one of the premier investigating agency. The other one is the domestic political compulsions of Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau government is in minority right now. A couple of months ago, Jagmeet Singh, the NDP leader, withdrew his unconditional support, and the government is in minority. So right now, they say it's on ventilator. The government is on ventilator. Justin Trudeau can put the plugs on the government anytime. So right. This could be seen as something which he's trying to buy time. And there's been political pressure within his party as well. The caucus trying to say that Justin Trudeau needs to step down, and some other leader, they need to choose another leader who would lead them into the next general election, which could happen as soon as next spring. And the third aspect is the diplomatic aspect. So Justin Trudeau perhaps wouldn't like to get into it, but now India's tough stand on this makes his position a bit more cornered. And the third aspect is the diaspora. Last time when we saw this escalation between India and Canada, this wasn't that time. It wasn't that tough of a posturing from Indian side. But now it seems it's going to be more tough. And the result could be last time what we saw, the visas were not issued, the embassy and the High Commission officials were not working to the fullest, OCIs were withdrawn, the police clearances were not given. So this could affect the Indian diaspora who were in Canada. So their travel plans could get affected as well.
Vikram, thank you for joining us from Toronto.